What's up, average dad fans? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to talk the Google Pixel 7a. Is this a mid-range smartphone killer or just another Pixel device that tries its best to succeed but ultimately comes up short? Let's go. So before we discuss the Pixel 7a, bit of housekeeping. If you're new to the channel and you like to see honest tech reviews on Google devices or Chinese imported devices, subscribe to the channel. If you go through my recent videos, most of them have been dedicated to importing phones from China because, quite simply, the hardware and the offerings you get from the Chinese market far exceeds that of the Western market. So I have reviewed recently the Vivo X Fold 2, the Xiaomi Mix Fold 2, the Oppo Find X6 Pro, and numerous other devices that absolutely piss all over anything that Apple, Samsung or Google have to offer. So if you're interested in seeing videos like that, subscribe. Back to the video. The Google Pixel 7a is not trying to be a flagship. I will give it that. First, I want to talk about price. The 7a is £449 in the UK, which some people are up in arms about, but inflation happens, folks. Cost of living or not, prices will rise. Politicians will flounder. I feel like I'm going into like a Baz Luhrmann speech.
Accept certain inalienable truths. Prices will rise, politicians will philander, you too will get old.
But ultimately, £449 for a mid-range is just the price you pay. And this isn't just any mid-range phone. It is a Google Pixel device. Objectively, amazing software, arguably the best Android software you can get because it's Google and it's stock. But also, £449 doesn't just get you the phone. I purchased this in the UK, and as part of a bundle I also got Pixel Buds A, tried them, paired with Google Smart Pair instantly, and they sound okay. They're no AirPods Pros, but they were free with the phone, and for that, kudos to you, Google. I also got a free 30-watt charger. So no, the charger didn't technically come in the box. Shame on you, Google, Samsung and Apple. But I got a free charger with the device. So for £449, it's the phone, the earbuds and the charger. That to me is good value for money. Now, as far as hardware, this is a 6.1 inch Full HD 90Hz display. Again, not flagship, but 90Hz is super smooth and makes a big difference to last year's 60Hz. It's glass on the front, some form of Gorilla Glass, and it's plastic on the back, but you would never ever know. Genuinely, this polycarbonate, whatever they call it, it just feels like glass. And it feels like the Pixel 7, the Pixel 7 Pro. Design-wise, it also has the same visor, while not unibody. You can see slightly it's kind of stuck onto the phone, but from a distance, it just looks like a Pixel 7. It's got dual camera. It's got a front-facing camera. And you know for sure that the camera hardware is going to be fine. But because it's a Google device, the software, the photo processing, is going to be A tier. God tier, some would say. Now, again, even for a mid-tier phone, the speakers on this are... have a listen.
Just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started. Get me out of now. To where we started.
Now, what you are getting also with hardware-wise, you are getting an IPX rating, so it is going to be water and dust resistant, even though it's not unibody. They have sealed all the gaps in the device, so you can submerge it in water for a small period of time, but I wouldn't go swimming with the device. It's USB-C. However, charging-wise, we're capped at, I believe, 18 watts wired. So again, super kind of Google to send a 30-watt charger with the device, but you're not getting 30 watts of charging out of it. Dead to 100% is going to take you 2 hours. Yes, 2 hours to charge from dead. However, it's a 4,500 milliamp hour battery, near enough 4,400. You're going to get 24 hours minimum from this device, and it's rocking the Tensor G2 chip, which is kind of 4th or 5th on the tier level of chips after Bionic and Snapdragon and even Dimensity. But the G2 more than holds its own. Typically, you're not going to use this phone for gaming, but you can, just not for too long, and you will be capped at 60 Hz for all games, if you even get 60 Hz. It's plastic in the back, as mentioned before. While it looks and feels like glass, it behaves like plastic when it comes to heat dissipation. So long periods of charging, video, or gaming is going to make this feel hotter than the sun. That's unfair. Hotter than a kettle. There we go. Now, as mentioned before, it's Google. It's stock Google. So for me, the best Android launcher is the stock Google. It's just so simple and easy to use and smooth, and everything works. I mentioned at the start of the video, my channel focuses quite a lot on Chinese imports. Well, one of the downsides on a Chinese import is certainly getting notifications and software alerts. Yeah, there's a few quirks for sure. But with the Pixel, nothing, nada. 100% of all the launchers, of all the iOSs, this is the best one. This is the best software, Android 13, stock. Perfect. Now, before we get to the very end of the video, I do want to show you the camera. The camera, again, it's Google software. It's got a 64 megapixel main camera. It's got a 13 megapixel ultra wide and an 8 megapixel selfie. Now, you can get 4K recording on the back, but only 1080p on the front. Photos look, again, just like the Pixel 7. Not quite the Pixel 7 Pro, and telephoto-wise, it's sketchy. If you start to zoom in, it's noisy, but here's a few examples that I took in the garden. Now, before I give you my final thoughts and kind of verdict, I want to just touch on who I believe the Pixel 7a is for. The Pixel 7a with the bundle is for someone that has maybe just entered their formative years of high school. So we're looking at what, 15, 16 years old. They're looking for a new device rather than just a hand-me-down that, let's be honest, you've probably just given your kids your hand-me-down up to this point. Or it's at the other end of the spectrum and it's for someone nearing retirement age, your granny. While I used to always recommend an iPhone for that, the stock Android launcher on the Pixel 7, as mentioned, I'm beating that drum again, is absolutely perfect, simple, intuitive. And for that price and for this little bundle package, that's who I think this phone is for. Who the phone's not for is someone like me. Someone that is obsessed with tech. Someone that buys a new phone every month, sometimes 2 a month. Yes, I have an addiction, I know that. Although, in saying that, this phone could be for someone like me. Use watches as an example. You may have a really nice watch that you bring out for special occasions. Consider that your Vivo X Fold 2 or your Samsung Z Fold 4 for those that haven't tested the waters of Chinese imported devices. That's your nice one. That's the one that you're going to take to dinner, special occasions. The Pixel 7a for someone like me or you watching could be your beater. That could be the one, like I will tonight. I am going to a boxing event tonight and I will be taking this. There's no way I'm taking my £1,500 foldable device. I'll take my £450 Pixel 7a, safe in the knowledge that it's going to be durable, it's going to stay in my pocket most of the night, and do you know what? If the worst happens, so be it. It's not broke the bank. And that's the same with watches. You've got your nice Rolex or your Tag or whatever you use on special occasions, but day to day, you use your Apple Watch. Because it's reliable, it works, and it tells the time. Well, the Pixel is reliable, it works, and it's a phone. So, final verdict for me, as far as Pixel A devices, this is the best one yet. Yes, it's the most expensive, but this is the best Pixel A device. As far as mid-range phones go, faster battery would be fantastic. Slightly thinner bezels and a better telephoto camera would give it a higher rating. But for me, 7 out of 10 for a mid-range device. 8 out of 10 when you include the bundle. I hope this has been informative, and for any of my Vivo army out there, thanks for watching this break from normal scheduled viewing. I figured I should try and bring in some more viewers and subscribers in the Google kind of world. So hopefully it's been informative for you. As always, if you've got any comments, leave them down below in the description. If you are interested in importing a Chinese device, use my link to WONDA in the description. My affiliate link will get me a kickback. Will also provide 3% discount to any bank transfer payments for you. So click on that link. And while you're there, I've added another one for Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound is the subscription service that allows me to use royalty-free music from hundreds of thousands of tracks. You click on my link, you'll get 30 days free trial to use that. And again, it's my affiliate link, so it kicks back something to me. Until next time, where I will hopefully have the Huawei Mate X3 in my hands. It's ordered, it's paid for, it should be here soon. Until then,